Hi, Schlockmeister fans, another re-review from my previous channel from Code Red 6-pack Volume 2. This one's called Naughty Schoolgirls. Let's check it out. Alright, our movie starts off by telling us that this is a true story. Take that for what it's worth. We're treated to a lot of nature footage. Welcome to Fouke, Arkansas. A lot of these people are actually residents of Fouke.
Yes, sir.
In fact, most of them are, or based on their age, were.
It still is. Fouke is way down in the southwest corner, where Arkansas joins Texas and Louisiana. If you've ever driven from Shreveport to Texarkana,
And I have.
you passed right through Fouke, even if you don't remember seeing it. It's all the thing.
So what we got here in Fouke is that there's apparently a Bigfoot-type monster.
Found one of them lying right here, deep gashes and cut through, and his tongue was hanging out. Looked like something had strangled him. I keep them off down here by the creek in this pen.
Is this creature?
We're treated to people telling us about their sightings.
Are questions I've heard discussed a thousand times around winter fires and on hot summer evenings. When the creature, whom the newspapers quickly named the Fouke Monster, was first seen, he didn't seem to make any special effort to hide from people.
This is an alleged sighting.
It stepped right out in plain sight, right out there in front of me. And it was some kind of thing that I've never come across before. Well, he stared at me for a little while and just slipped out of sight.
I don't know if you call this a plot point or not, but we kind of see like a family too that is dealing with this. This seems less documentary-ish and more film-ish. And then another guy, or kid actually, who has a run-in. A little bit of the document of the search for the creature.
While we made our way along the dirt road he had been crossing, the men on horseback swept across the woodlands along the creek areas.
There's even a song about one of the characters.
Hear the sulphur river flows, rising when the storm cloud blows, and this is where the creature goes, safe within a world he knows. Perhaps he dimly wonders why.
That was the monster song. This is the character song. Travis.
Hey, Travis Crabtree, it's the right life for me. Rolling alone in the bottom.
Monster, and people would get together around Fouke to relate the latest rumors on the creature. Every dead animal found in the forest was blamed upon him. This dog and others found dead might well be his victims. Excitement in the community reached a new peak when a farmer named O.H. Kennedy discovered these strange three-toed footsteps in Willie Smith's bean field.
He was. That's what we call that.
We never get a great look at the creature. we have some girls like at a sleepover. Again, this part is more film-like as opposed to mockumentary. And now the creature is stalking outside.
Bobby, come here, come here.
What do you want?
Come here, come here.
More stalking. And growling.
I see him, he's coming around the corner.
And an attack.
Well, thank you, sir. You're welcome. If you need me, give me a call. Okay, we sure will, yeah.
What kind of place this is? I mean, a panther living under the house. Somebody trying to break in.
No, it's not a panther. This guy's taking a dump. Got his pants pulled up very quickly, at least his underwear. Did they get it?
Think the whole thing is a
That
hoax.
kind of ends our film.
That's your privilege. But if you're ever driving down in our country along about sundown, keep an eye on the dark woods as you cross the Sulphur River bottoms, and you may catch a glimpse of a huge, hairy creature watching you from the shadows. Yes?
All right, let's talk about The Legend of Boggy Creek. Now, this is a movie that I never saw back in the day, but I think I used to see it on video store shelves, VHS tape here and there, and I picked up the DVD. I saw it in, I don't know, Best Buy or something, maybe 20 plus years ago. I've only seen it twice. I watched it about 5 years ago when I reviewed it the first time, and I watched it again today. What you have here is basically a mockumentary. It's not real. It's about the Fouke monster from Fouke, Arkansas, Fouke. And I've been in that area. I didn't see the monster. It's basically a Bigfoot type creature, and it's filmed using local residents who will tell you about the alleged sightings that they've had. Now, I think, honestly, the sightings, again, I haven't read overabundance about this film, but I think the people that they're interviewing in this film actually are real people who claim to have seen this thing, whatever. I don't think they're acting. They're all locals, and they're, like I said, they're not actors, so I don't think they're acting. I think they're telling the truth, but I don't believe a word of it. And, of course, then we see some of the stuff that they allegedly saw are they basically film the recreations, I guess you could say. So we do see very brief glimpses of the creature. It's just a guy in a gorilla mask, but they make it seem like it's real. And then, of course, part of the film is actually these filmed recreations, so it seems like it's actually partially a movie. But again, they used all the locals. Most of these people never appeared in anything else because, again, this was more or less a mockumentary. So they're not the greatest of actors either. But we just see the rest of the film is basically them telling the stories about possible sightings that they've had, searches for the creature, attacks by the creature, some shoots, or this one kid was shooting at the creature, and a few little pleasant songs thrown in as well. My favorite was the Travis Crabtree song about one of the characters in the movie. Strange little tune. Now, I don't know what else to tell you about this. Because it's not really a movie. It doesn't really end. We just talk about how the creature is still out there somewhere. And if you're ever in that area, maybe you'll see it. Again, I was in that area. I didn't see shit. So, but anyway, that's the Legend of Boggy Creek. Now, they made other movies with the word Boggy Creek or Boggy in the title, which are all somewhat related, I think, to Bigfoot type creatures. I don't know if they were sequels, official sequels, pseudo sequels, whatever they were. They were just using the Boggy name. And actually, the Boggy Creek doesn't even exist there. I think there's a Boggy Creek Road in Florida, but it's actually the Booggy Creek, Booggy, I believe. Now, apparently, this film was very popular when it came out. I don't know if it was just popular in the South, in that area, or just overall, but I'm not sure. Now, I read something on IMDb, which is from a few years ago, that said like the owners of this film or somebody who's in charge of this film was going to have it cleaned up and put onto a nice Blu-ray. And I thought I had seen a Blu-ray release like in the last year or two, but maybe I'm wrong because I looked for it today and I didn't come across it anywhere on eBay or Amazon. But I swear I thought somebody was releasing it. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am wrong, tell me about it because I'm curious. I wouldn't mind seeing this film cleaned up. I mean, it's not a great film by any means, but it's a nice little relic from the 70s, so there you go. Not the greatest picture quality, but apparently, if it ever gets Blu-ray release, it's going to really look nice. So we'll see what that creature actually looks like, which, again, is not very scary looking. Gorilla mask. Anyway, that's it. It's The Legend of Boggy Creek. Now, I looked for this movie on Blu-ray today and DVD, and I couldn't even find any copies of this DVD except one. There's nothing on eBay. There's one copy on Amazon from a used seller. It was only for like $25. But for something that rare, I'm surprised it was that cheap. I don't understand. Like, I assume this is like a public domain movie. I don't know. But it was weird that there's only one copy out there. And it's also weird that having only one copy out there, that it's relatively affordable. I expected it to be like $80 or something, but it's not. Now, there's some other compilations out there which had like the Boggy Creek trilogy, this or that, but I looked at those and didn't look like this movie was on there. There was some other Boggy Creek type movies, including like Snow Beast and stuff. But so I don't know. You tell me, is there other copies of this out there? I don't know. This was put out by Sterling, and it's so sterling. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about The Legend of Boggy Creek. Watch it. Bye. Buy that one copy on Amazon.